Obviously, really proud of our team's effort today. When we got the blow, as far as the news yesterday about Julian, I told the group can go one of two ways. You know, you can sink, or you can handle adversity the way we showed. And again, our guys came in the next day and had a great practice, and then a great shoot around this morning, and we're really focused. And they took our game plan and we did it to a high level throughout the game. And I think, you know, again, we talked about defending and rebounding, and we held them to 30%, and we out-rebounded them by 25. So again, I think we did that as well as we possibly could, and I'm just proud of our guys' effort for doing that. Obviously, in the first half, our turnovers, we turned the ball over a little bit too much. We knew that defense was their name of their game, and you know, I thought they were unforced turnovers, and we did a much better job taking care of the basketball in the second half, only 6 turnovers, and that was huge.
Questions?
Can you talk about the little time you had, what you could do? I mean, obviously every play, I would think every set kind of run through Julian and everything, but what were you able to do, and how quickly now are you going to have to change things?
Oh, God, well, you know what? It doesn't necessarily run through him. I mean, mostly, I mean, you have Jason Brickman, you have Jamal Osman. We have some really talented players. 3 of them that I think, including C.J. Gardner, that are all conference talents. And you know, we're not going to change a ton. Obviously, the things that we run for Julian, we certainly won't be running anymore. But you know, again, in this game, you know, with their zone and the way they play, it's a little bit different. But I don't see us changing a ton.
Julian, just what was your reaction to the news, and did you know kind of going in that it had a chance to be, you know, that bad?
Well, I mean, by when it happened, you know, it hurt, and then after a little bit, it didn't really hurt. So I was hoping maybe it wasn't anything that bad. But you know, getting that kind of news for anybody who plays any sport isn't good news. So I mean, things happen, and unfortunately happens. But this is a team that, like you said, it's not fully ran through me, and we have a lot of other players on this team that can do the exact same thing. So that's why it's not going to be that bad, and hopefully I'm just going to do what I have to do and come back and be ready to compete with his family again next year.
Julian, are you planning on coming back for another year, or are you guys looking for that?
No, definitely. I mean, you know, as long as I can get that red shirt here, you know, it'd be a great thing to be back here again. You know, great coach, great team, great family, you know, and give it another run at this after we do what we're supposed to do this year.
He falls under the parameters. You know, he didn't play. He's played in less games than need be, and obviously, it's a season-ending injury. That's the other parameter. Yeah. So we're hopeful. We'll obviously go through the steps to see if that can happen, and we're hopeful.
Brandon, tonight it seemed like you couldn't miss. What was the difference between tonight and maybe some nights earlier in the season where you struggled?
I just felt confident about it. I just knew I had to step up just because Julian's out, and I just felt like my teammates found me, and I was just able to make shots.
Brandon, was this kind of a night coming? I mean, this is 3 straight, double-digit games, and you just kind of found your confidence the last, couple of games here?
Yeah, I feel like I just get in the rhythm, finding my spots, where to find the defense and be able to shoot it just with confidence. And I know I can shoot, so I just be able to make it and just play hard.
Which 3 felt more good? The NBA one felt better. The NBA range one, or the one with the hit in your face from the corner?
They're all the same to me. It's really nothing.
Randy, can you talk about what it was like for the team when they got the news that Julian was looking to be able to play?
I don't know who took it harder, either me, Jamal, or Julian. It just being able to see him this morning was the worst. Just seeing him break down, just not be able to go out there and compete with us. It's just hard. And knowing Julian from back home, it's just like a brother that just lost something. So I just felt like as a team, we all have to step up and continue to do what we do, but at a higher rate.
Coach, talk about the importance of Booker Hucks in this game and going forward.
You know what? Since Booker's been back, he's obviously done a great job. He's come in and all 3 of our games and made shots and made plays. Obviously, when you're a senior, he's a 5th-year senior. He's got a lot of experience. You know, again, he's never played a ton of minutes, but if you go back in the last few years, he's always been a stable force when we've needed him, when we've gotten in foul trouble and things like that. And you know, he's done a great job, and we'll expect him to obviously do that now more often. And he's going to get more minutes, and hopefully he continues to produce the way he's been.
Coach, you've been asking this team to play good defense all season. What does this kind of performance mean for you and the team moving forward?
Well, I think, again, it's each game one at a time, and we showed it. I thought Columbia was our best defensive effort, and then we kind of went backwards a little bit. We had a whole week off, and then, the Hofstra game, we did a poor job defensively, and Rice not much better. But we've talked about it, and that's all we talk about in practice, before practice, after practice. And, we're eating, drinking, sleeping. The thought of defense, because if we do defend and we do rebound on the defensive end, not many teams can catch us when you got guys like Brickman and CJ pushing the pace. And I think if we can continue to do that, we're going to be a good team.
So what was it like watching Brandon tonight? And what have you seen? Have you seen anything different or anything that you think kind of brought about this little stretch?
It's a matter of confidence. Brandon's he's one of, if not our hardest worker. He's in there in the morning. He's in there in the afternoon and at night, getting shots up, and he's a big time shooter. And at the beginning of the year when he missed those shots early in the first 2 games, I'm like, you're going to make them. Absolutely. I told him, you better keep shooting. I'll only take you out if you stop shooting, or if you don't defend. And obviously he's actually one of our better defenders. He does a good job that way, and I'm just happy for him because I knew it was coming. At some point it was going to come because he's such a good shooter.
Julian, not to be the Rose fans, but this is the second time you've been through this, and how different was it when you heard this time that you've seen the than the last time? Was there a difference that you were a couple of years older and you've been through this, or is it the same no matter what?
I mean, it's the same when you're out, you always want to be in, but I mean, I would, like I said, when I was in that situation, I'd rather have something I could feel, because, with my heart thing, it's just I'm sitting out, I feel fine, I have to play. Like now I know I can't play because my knee hurts, so I mean, I'd just rather have something that I can feel and tell me, no, you can't play, instead of me just feeling fine. But either way, I'd always want to be on the court, and, unfortunately it has to happen the second time. But, the man upstairs always has a plan, and it's just part of the plan, I feel.
And how tough is it for somebody who's such a good basketball player and elite athlete to have to sit and watch a game? It's got to be brutal. No,
I mean, it's all horrible, and you want to be out there with the team and stuff. I mean, it made it a little easier today because we were able to have a great game and do that, but especially in close games and things like that, it's kind of hard to sit in there when you want to be out there and help your team. But I know these guys are capable of doing it like they showed tonight.
Anything else?